Shit-slinging monkey you are. Orangutan fuck.
Guess Joe is on his game today.
Joe, even with your mind actually coherent, for once you're still wrong. I find the psychedelic nature of the film a useful time capsule and product of its time, and Godzilla flying, while ridiculous, is iconic, and the franchise wouldn't be the same without it. Easy A tier. No one ranks like I do.
I suppose pigs will be flying today if Joe is coherent and Trump logical. Trump, you do realize that this film is anti-pollution.
Obimna, no one loves the environment more than me, just like I fucks with that chick dancing in the club scene.
Wouldn't that make you a furry, considering that scene, Donald? You probably want to fondle Hedera's eyes, given what they are based on.
I don't have a scat fetish like you, apparently, Joe. Big O put the film in A tier before Joe gets off to watching that cat scene.
No arguments here. This film's reappraisal by fans is one of the few times such effort has been for the best.
And following up Hedera is Godzilla versus Gigan, a new monster, and the return of King Ghidorah and Anguirus. As a fan, couldn't ask for more from this film.
I'd say more original footage. It's a shame that they needed to use footage from a film almost a decade ago.
Though unfortunate, the new footage is pretty good and graphic, given how much Godzilla and Anguirus bleed. But of all the ideas for aliens, why cockroaches?
Probably was a lot easier getting footage from the DNC than making special suits for the aliens.
Making a vainglorious tower imitating something greater than themselves sounds like the Trump playbook to me.
Oh, please, with all their talk of peace, they're only one CNN reporter away from proclaiming their goal is a mostly peaceful kaiju-based reconstruction project. I'd put the film in S for that and for the Chad Corn guy, but I think Obama has other plans.
With the stock footage, scaling issues, rather played out storyline, a low B, if not C, would be the best I could place it.
And we've come to Godzilla versus Megalon, and I believe we all know where this film belongs.
A tier for the inclusion of the most radical robot to ever grace the big screen.
The inclusion of the most physics-defying attack Godzilla has ever used, spawning memes that will last for generations.
A new monster with every character getting a brand new suit.
The amazing paddler and unique underground society.
Truly a film like this
belongs in one location.
C tier annex aside, the film does have stock footage and several oddities which, acceptable for a children's film, makes it not one of the better films.
We've now come to the first time we've seen Godzilla's mechanical doppelganger, Robo-Godzilla.
It's Mecha-Godzilla, you brain-addled bit.
Donald, I swear on Hillary's crusted cooch, if you bring up that the aliens look like...
Oh, busy, I don't need another thing to add to my fallacious rep sheet, but I will say...
Don't you fucking do it!
That the ape faces are not as detailed or lifelike as the one seen in the Planet of the Apes films that preceded it.
I don't know what to expect anymore.
I mean, they look more like Joe's half-shriveled nutsack than apes.
I know Kamala has them somewhere, probably her purse.
Ignoring Cuck Joe, many attest to this Mecha-Godzilla being the most well-designed out of the entire franchise after all the others, beating Anguirus, Godzilla, and a furry. It goes without saying that this mecha was introduced in a manner that arguably rivals that of King Ghidorah himself.
For a film about another alien invasion, it does a good enough job keeping the idea different and not seem like a massive rehash.
Even for a late Showa film, the final result, given the circumstances, is a thing of beauty. A tier.
And we finally come down to it, gentlemen, the last Showa film, Terror of Mecha-Godzilla. Our savior Honda has returned to give us an engaging drama about revenge and love. Godzilla is forced to fight alone against the machine that nearly killed him. And we get another new monster. Just wish its roar didn't sound like Joe beating off.
Donald, if that is true, how would you know that?
I'm in the White House's walls, Joe. But moving along, Titanosaurus also has the ability to break wind with his tail. Really, this film should be called Terror of Mecha-Godzilla and Joe.
Despite one of the lowest box offices, this film truly is a gem. And if the first era was to have an end cap, it definitely could have been worse. A tier next to the first Mecha-Godzilla film.
All right, guys, we've done it. Once this lazy trial is over, it's back at my place for the Heisei series. Peace out, gents.
I'll be sure to pick you up, Joe, when it's time. Deuces.
And remember, kids, to subscribe to Gojin, the Makai Phantom, and Kaiju Naut for these wonderful videos about...
It's Zimzilla's channel, you fucking dumbass.
Contribute to his Patreon and help him reach 1,000 subscribers. Only 20 more away. Adios.